More comic book news, but we are going deep down below in the water in the Aquaman world. And I'm curious to see how this is going to pan out. This is going to be with HBO Max as well. They're really trying to get those subscribers. And fourth topic of the day coming from Variety, HBO Max to develop Aqualad origin story. You brought me the ocean, Charlize Theron to produce. That is quite interesting right there. HBO Max is developing a series version of You Brought Me to the Ocean, the young adult graphic novel about the origins of DC's Aqualad, Variety has learned. The live-action hour dramedy is based on characters from DC and the graphic novel by Alex Sanchez and Drew Morrow. The series will explore the life of Jackson Jake Hyde, a gay teenager living in New Mexico. All of his life, he had a strange attraction to the water and yearns to escape his desert surroundings for the ocean. As he explores his abilities, including breathing under and controlling water, he also finds himself falling in love with his classmate, high school swim captain Kenny Liu. No writer is currently attached to the project. Charlize Theron, AJ Dix, Beth Kono, Andrew Haas, and Denver and Delilah Films will executive produce. Warner Brothers Television is the studio. Elliot, I'm coming to you, sir. How you feeling about this, man? Are you a fan of Aqualad? You think this is going to be pretty good for their streaming platform with it being live action? The floor is yours, sir. Tell us how you feel.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I'm vaguely familiar with the character in the DC comic world. I think he's a fairly new character, like in the last 10 to 12 years or so. And the only time I've seen the character was a small scene that he had in the Flashpoint, speaking of Flash, the Flashpoint Paradox film, the animated film. So I really don't know too much about the character, to be honest with you. And I don't really know, is there a fandom for this? Some people mentioned that actually. I don't know what the fandom, the urge for this character is. So, you know, I'll see what comes with it. I'm not too, familiar with Charlize Theron. What's her, fascination with this character? But hey, we'll see. I'm a DC fan. I'm always willing to see what their new characters and, things of that nature can be brought to the big screen, especially HBO Max is seeming to really want to dive deeper into these kind of more obscure Peacemaker, now this, and, another version of the less popular Kyle Reiner from the Green Lantern Corps. So they're seeming to want to build of the B-list, C-list characters on their small platform, and they don't know what the hell to do with their, their A-listers on the big screen. So again, this is another WB kind of, I don't know what they're doing type of situation, but hey, I'm rooting for it. Let's see if they can make something happen with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get my thoughts. Larry, go ahead, sir.
No, I'm not there. I don't know. Hard pass.
Okay. Is that it, man?
Hard pass.
Okay.
Aqualad don't get to you, Larry? That doesn't interest you?
No, not even a little bit. I mean, I'll be honest with you. If DC's, especially live action stuff, just stick with your villains. Just stick with your villains if you're doing live action stuff. All their hero stuff sucks. It's just like, I shouldn't say it sucks. It's mediocre. So all their best stuff is all their villains. So stick with your villains.
Right on, right on. Thank you, Larry. I got this super sticker or super chat for $2 from Daryl Stokes. Thank you so much, Daryl. I do appreciate it.
What a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside. Okay.
Appreciate it. You keeping the lights on. I'm like a squizzy Carlos now. But the thing is, to answer your question, Elliot, you were saying that you're not too familiar with Aqualad. Yeah. I know you have HBO Max access to it. I know you like comic book stuff. Young Justice. Have you ever watched the show?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I like that's the only iteration of the character that I'm familiar with is Young Justice, and I like him in that show. And so if we was gonna get that in live action, I'm down for it, and I would support it, especially if you can cast somebody nice. However, I do not support Charlize Theron at all whatsoever. This woman can chew on rocks as far as I can concern. I think she is a monster. I think she is detrimental to the community.
Didn't she play monster?
Larry, don't you stop playing dumb. Larry,
I don't know what fill me in, gentlemen.
I don't know. I'm serious.
Yeah. Let me go. I'm on Google right now. I'm just
this is news to me.
Yeah, she is. Let me see what. Okay, let me hit reload on Google real quick because I just want to show you what's gonna pop up without me even doing this. Actually, let me close this one up. Y'all be patient with me.
See,
well, while you're looking for this, I'll tell you who I wouldn't mind seeing if they're going to do one of the young Justice. I wouldn't mind seeing Miss Martian. I wouldn't mind them doing a series or a movie of Miss Martian. But Aqualad, I didn't even like the Aquaman movie. So I'm just like, I used to like Aquaman, the live action joint, the one that used to swim all funny in the water when I was a kid. But I didn't like the Aquaman movie. I liked Aquaman in the Justice League movie, but I didn't really like his standalone joint. I'm not a fan of the way they're doing the character in general right now. So I mean, maybe they do Aqualad differently, but I'd rather see a different character made.
Right on, Larry. Just real quick, Elliot. It's just she has adopted children. She's white, but she's adopted black boys. But ever since they were like 2 and 3 years old, she's been raising them as girls. And I'm just that really bothers the hell out of me. You can look online. I just typed in Charlize Theron raises sons and daughters. Actress Charlize Theron is opening up about turning to black women to help her raise the 2 black boys she adopted and raising as girls. Now, I just want to be as transparent as possible. If you are a man or woman out there or identify as binary, you can do whatever you want with your life. If you're a grown adult and you can make the decision for yourself. If you want to transition to a man, you want to transition to a woman, that is your business. If that makes you happy, do what makes you happy, do what makes you fulfilled. But these are young babies, and I just find it hard to believe that a 2 and 3-year-old made the conscious choice that I don't want to be a boy anymore. I want to be a girl. I just think that's completely weird, and I just can't support it. And so I think Charlize Theron is a great actress, but unfortunately for me, her personal life is spilling over into her professional career, and I just can't do it. So
now it makes sense why she wants to have a gay character, a gay black male character in her. As producing that series, this has been out for a long time. So I mean, if we could, look it up if you want. But again, I like the Aqualad character in Young Justice. I think he's a strong, powerful character, great leader. Knows his stuff. He doing his thing on Young Justice, and so that's what's up. And I don't care that they're gonna make him gay. Gay people exist in real life, so it wouldn't make sense that they was never in our TV shows and movies. So I'm fine with that. I just can't get down with Charlize. And so that's here's the thing too, man. I just have to say I agree with you on there. Is that if you have a kid and your kid turns out to be gay, and you recognize it when they're, maybe they're in middle school or high school, whatever, they're at an age where they're able to formulate and express abstract thought. And they happen to be gay or bi or trans, whatever, and you support that decision, go for it. I'm all about that. But like you said, a 2 or 3-year-old, 2 or 3-year-olds don't even have a concept of sexuality or sexual identity. And for you to then start making those decisions for them, I mean, what?
Yeah.
I mean, because let's just say that let's say you start raising your boys as girls and they really aren't about that. Maybe they're feeling twisted up inside because here they are, they're being raised as something they're not feeling inside. Now they have to go back and try and flip that switch again. You're talking about messing kids up that are already going to be dealing with stuff. The fact that they're going to be adopted, black, raised by a white mother, and now they have these sexual identity issues.
Yeah. So
back to the movies.
Yeah. So y'all let us know how you feel about this. If you are excited for this news with HBO to develop an Aqualad origin story, let us know if you have a subscription to HBO Max, if you like the character Aqualad. And again, if you have HBO Max right now, he's a prominent character in Young Justice, which is a good show. I mean, this is what he looks like in Young Justice, and he's pretty badass. So let us know what you think. And again, there is a link to that article in the description box below for you to read at your own leisure. And thank you.